guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Favor Emiola. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell to get new notifications about my videos. So today we are going to something very crucial, and don't forget I film about faith, lifestyle and beauty. So today we are going to the faith part of my channel. We're talking about God's time, not your time. Yeah, we all have issues with waiting for God. We want things to happen the way we've planned it. But have you ever sat down and think about, God, what do you want for me exactly? You understand? We all want to do things our way, things to be done our way. We want to be heard very fast. You start a business today, you want it to flourish very fast. You start this thing, you want it to flourish very fast. But you've never sat down and said, God, do you want me to even do this? Do you want me to do this? Okay, it comes to the Bible verse that says, Isaiah 60 verse 22, it says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Yeah, look at that verse. It says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. That's it. You have to wait for the right appointed time. You have to wait for the time that God wants it to happen. You don't have to rush into things. You don't have to say, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And you want God to follow you. Most of us plan things self. It's after you plan it, you now say, okay, Mr. J, so I've already put it down, I've already written it down, so come and back it up. But when you were planning it, you didn't even say, let me ask Baba God if he's going to do it. But it's when you finish writing, I do, Mr. J, yeah, come and back it up. It doesn't work like that. You have to ask God for what he wants for your life. Next, I will come back to the story of Abraham and Sarah. Before I go to the story of Abraham and Sarah, let me tell you about one of the Bible verses that says he makes it good.
He makes all things beautiful. That says continue.
Okay, that says he makes all things beautiful at his own time. So you can see, when it's God's time, he'll make things look so good that people be like, wow. So do you mean you didn't enter this, you didn't do this, but things just work out for your own sake? And then that's when you see protocols being broken for your sake. And so let me go back to the story of Abraham and Sarah. They waited. Imagine a woman of 90 years old giving birth. No, think about it. Even in real life, medically, it's not, even from the age of 50, you will hear them saying, it's no area. Imagine she waited 25, it not happen. 30, 50, 90, 70, 80, 90, you now say, God now coming to meet her. You still give birth. If I'm doing myself, you will laugh, like, it's not possible. That's why when the angels came to meet her that you're going to bear a son, she was just laughing. Even Abraham had to say, me that I'm already 100 years and Sarah is 90. How come I'm going to bear a child? But God made it happen in his own time. He didn't think about their age. He didn't look at their age and say, I won't do it. He has made the promise. He has to fulfill his promise. That's one thing. You have to learn to wait for the right time. Imagine if, as they were waiting for God's promise, they've entered into going to one place and another to look for children. Maybe going in the wrong way. Okay, let's come to our reality here, whereby you see people asking all these gods for children. And at the end of the day, they will tell you every year you should be making some sacrifices for the child, make some things for the child. Then what are you enjoying from the child? You see some child that are possessed because the child is not from God. It's from Satan. Or because they could not wait for their time. Because you could not wait for your time, you put your hand into things that are not worth it. You don't have to do that. Okay, let me talk about the story of some musicians now that are blooming. Like, you hear their name, like, hey, this guy. Don't forget, this is not the first time these people they've sang. Some of them do sing, say that you be like, who is this son? But when the right time came, people took their name as if it's one big something. Okay, it comes to the cases of some of our musicians that they were singing from the 80s, 90s. Nobody knew them, but just one song will just bloom them. Like, people just know them. That's when the right time has come. And when it's time for them to come down too, they will come down. You will see another person coming up. So let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3. He said, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, but it will surely come and it will not tarry. So look at this. I'm going to ponder more on this. Verse 3 says, for the vision is for an appointed time. We all have visions. We all have what we've written down, one way or the other. I want to do this. I want to do this. It might look as if it's getting longer. And you're like, God, when will you do it? You said you will give me this. Just like, I can imagine Sarah and Abraham then. God, you said you will make me fathers of nations, mothers of nations. And now I'm 90. So it's not more possible. Even now that you see women of 56 giving birth, it's only God that can do that actually. Medically, you see doctors advising 40 upward that things might not work out the way they wanted. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it. You have to just wait for God's time. For God's time, that's why he said it might look as if it's getting long, that God has not given him this, God has not done this, but you have to wait for his time. And that's why people enter into money rituals. You are waiting for money. You need money. And God, I want this money. I want this money. I want this money badly. But you can't wait for God's time. You now put your hand inside money rituals. You use your children for money rituals. Use your family. And okay, let me ask you a question. Have you not noticed that most of the things that they attach to this money rituals is always funny? Imagine they will tell some of them, they will tell them, make sure you don't build a glamorous house. Your house should be like as if you are suffering, but you have money. Why some is their firstborn they will use? Some is their wife. Some they will tell them, don't give your family out of the money that you've gotten. So what's the essence of you getting the money when you can't enjoy your life the way you want to enjoy? You can't bless people. You can't even help people. But one thing about God cannot give you money and put conditions on it. He gives you money for you to bless people outside. And his own blessing is not something that is for a while, for a season. No. It's permanent. But what the devil gives you, trust me, is going to collect it back. If the devil gives you a child, that child is going to collect it one way or the other. And that's why you see some child dying. Because you don't know that, but you don't know what the parents have put their hands into. Money, and you just see the man, one day, something just happened, he died. Maybe he put his life that at the age of 40, I will die because of the money. So that's why we don't have to rush things. Don't forget, your calendar is not God's calendar. Okay, let me talk about my story. You're all looking at me like, okay, have you ever waited in your life? Yes. When I left high school at an early age. And, we want fast education. And later when I left high school, I wanted to enter university straight up for a particular course. But one thing then is just like, I wanted this. I didn't ask God, what do you want for me? I wanted a course because I just wanted a course. But God showed me that He is God. You understand? That no matter what, He's still God. I didn't enter school immediately after high school. I went through so many processes. You understand? I went through so many processes. But thank God I stayed with the course I finished with, because God really showed me that that's what I want for you, not what this that you wanted to do. So you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to, if you are seeing that things are not working the way you want it, have you ever sat down to say, God, is this your plan for me, really? Or it's not your plan? And one thing, God will answer you. Do you understand? There are so many times then that people were asking, why didn't you not divert to this course? I'm the only one that can actually tell people what I saw about this course that I did. And God saw me through. Maybe if I have gone for that other course, like trying to be disobedient or anything, it might not have worked out for me. Do you understand? So that's why you have to wait for God's time. And Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 to 3 says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Do you understand? This, I'm going to ponder more on the verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Yes, it's good to write your visions down. It's good to write your dreams down. One thing, write your dreams down, back it up with God. But don't expect it to happen the way you wrote inside something, because you say that the vision might look as if it's getting longer. You said you would do this. Do it now. You said, okay, I can imagine Abraham then telling God, you said you will give me, you will make me fathers of nations. and I don't even have a child. Sarah then will be like, you said you will make me mothers of nations, and I don't have a child. Do you understand? And but God made them know that when I want to make this thing happen, I will make it happen. I've promised, and my promise can never fail. Do you understand? So that's just it. Like, most of us are always in a hurry to get something, and that's why people enter into these money rituals. You don't have to. When you need money, and you are doing your best, you are working hard, you need this money, you are working hard, you are doing this, I feel you should just keep on believing in God and have patience. You understand? You have patience, because if you now enter into money rituals, most of them don't like their repercussions, because at the end of the day, is that they die, or they use their family for something, or they will say them, don't enjoy your money, don't do this, don't do this. Then why did you enter into it? Why God? One thing God that I know about God is that whatever God gives you, He will make you enjoy it. You won't suffer for it. Do you understand? But whatever the Satan will give you, you will suffer at the end for it. It won't last. But whatever God gives you, it will last. So why can't you just wait on God and don't rush? Don't rush things. Yes, let's learn to just calm down. Calm down, like, be patient. Don't rush things. We all want it to happen this way. Yes, it's good. It's good for you to assign time to each thing you want to achieve in your life. But have you asked God, God, is this what you want for me? And that's why you see when someone's time has come, the person tends to flourish. But you won't ask that person that what are the person be doing since. It's just like, I have a calling now. Maybe God told me to leave my job and open a church, full-time pastor. There's a question I will ask God: how will I eat? How will I survive? Yes, at the beginning it might not be easy for that pastor, but the God that called them will never fail them. You understand? When God now starts blessing them, that's when you hear people saying things about them. But you don't know what they've gone through, what they've suffered, all because they waited on God. They didn't put their hand into things that can actually bring them down. Do you understand? So I want us to learn the act of patience and know that God's time, not our time. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Remember, it's God's calendar, not your calendar. You can't allow God to work according to your calendar. You have to calm down for Him to work, for you to work according to His own calendar. Do you understand? Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And okay, before I go today, I just want you guys to listen to this song played that will be sung by Emiola. Love you guys.
You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies. Till Lord, my fears are gone. 'Cause I'm no longer a slave to fear. Woo. I am a child of God. Children of God. So we don't need to fear, we don't need to worry, because God is on our side. We're in the safe hand of God. So no need to fear, no need to worry. We're children of God.